dignified peaceful passing is everyone's right. हमारा क्या है right? It says the right to life with dignity. So it also included right to life along with right to die with dignity. कैसे मरना चाहेंगे? Whenever we talk about death, everybody takes it, we should not talk about death. This is the ultimate reality. If we have taken birth, we have to die. We are more emotional than practical. और इमोशनली फिर ज़्यादा वो ड्रेन हो जाता है. एक सोसाइटल प्रेशर भी होता है कि अरे देखो बीमार ही था, हॉस्पिटल से बाहर ले आए. इसलिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ये कि हम ना लोगों तक ये अवेयरनेस फैलाएं. Okay, good morning, everyone. So, this particular article, a dignified, peaceful passing is everyone's right. Now, this particular article has, lots of background. It has a huge history of evolving a particular judgment. So, first of all, we'll talk about certain concepts. Okay, euthanasia. Have you heard about this term, euthanasia? बिल्कुल ध्यान से सुनना, because if you don't understand the background, you will not be understanding this particular article. So it's important for all of you to understand the background first. So first of all, the important terms. Euthanasia. So what is euthanasia? Euthanasia is a practice in which you take a life of somebody, right? To eliminate the suffering of the patient. So basically, it's a practice of taking life from a patient so that their suffering might be eliminated. ठीक है ना? Now, euthanasia is a Greek word. It means good death. The word means good death. Okay? So euthanasia are of two types. One is active euthanasia and another is passive euthanasia. Now, something which is active. अगर कोई चीज active है, it means you are actively involved in that particular thing, right? So, if you are actively, injecting a dose, lethal dose to a person, to a patient, not a person, to a patient, so that their sufferings can be minimized or it can be, completely eliminated. So, you're basically taking the life of a person by injecting a lethal dose. That is active euthanasia. आपने क्या किया? आपने इंजेक्ट किया. कोई चीज आपने इंजेक्ट की किसी पेशेंट की बॉडी में, हेल्दी ह्यूमन की बॉडी में नहीं. इट्स नॉट अबाउट टेकिंग लाइफ ऑफ अ हेल्दी ह्यूमन. आपको ये नहीं जाके बोलेगा आई वांट टू डाई, सो प्लीज गिव मी दिस लीथल डोज, राइट? सो इट्स अबाउट पेशेंट. सो व्हेन यू आर injecting a lethal dose to a patient, it is called active euthanasia. Now, what is passive euthanasia? Passive euthanasia is when you know that person has no chance of recovery. कोई चांस ही नहीं है रिकवर होने का. And all the medication that you are doing, all the life support which you are providing is not going to help in the longer run. The person is ultimately going to die. So what are you doing? You are just removing the life support system. आपने बस life support system को जो है वो हटा लिया. So what can be the life support system? Life support system can be your ventilator, dialyzer, right? All these things are what? It is a life support system. So if person is on ventilation, what are you doing? You're just simply withdrawing that support. So क्या होगा? Ultimately, a person will die. Suppose a person is in coma and you have just removed the life support system, so that person will automatically die after some time. So why? What is the intention of doing this? The intention is purely and solely to eliminate the suffering of the patient. है ना? आपको ये बेचारा, आपको मालूम है that this person is not going to survive, and anyway he or she is going to die in the future, right? तो क्या फायदा है उसके डेथ को, उसके सफरिंग को prolong करने का? What is the benefit of prolonging the suffering of that particular patient? It's better that you remove the life support system so that the patient can have a natural death. Okay, so this is a passive euthanasia and active euthanasia. So within India, yes, to explain. Now, within India, what are the laws and what are the different judgments that have been passed? ये clear है? Active euthanasia and passive euthanasia. Now, with respect to this particular passive euthanasia, active euthanasia is illegal in India. But in case of passive euthanasia, there was a very, very landmark judgment of Supreme Court in Aruna Swanborg case of 2011. Now, in this particular case, what happened? The Supreme Court legalized the passive euthanasia. So what is the background? Basically, this woman who was a nurse and she was working in hospital of Mumbai, and there she was sexually assaulted by a worker of that hospital, and she was choked very badly. Because of choking from her throat, the oxygen supply got disconnected from the brain, and that is why this particular woman, she suffered a massive injury. She could now, after that sexual assault, she could not see, she could not hear, and she was in the state of coma. So coma में वो चली गई थी, ठीक है ना? So one particular state you must know, the vegetative state, or you can say vegetative illness. You can write. So vegetative illness is what? It is basically if a person is not conscious, some partial arousal is there, but the person is not conscious, right? He or she is not responding to a particular thing, but partial arousal is there, just like the case of coma. So this woman, Swanborg, she went after this sexually assault that happened in that hospital. She went to this vegetative state. So this is a vegetative state, right? So like after so many years, this happened like many years before. ठीक है ना? And she remained in the vegetative state for 41 years. Can you imagine the situation? 41 years तक ये जो woman थी, वो vegetative state में रही. Now in that vegetative state, she cannot move, she cannot talk, she cannot do anything. She is just lying on the bed, depending on somebody else. उन पे dependent है, जो nurses हैं उन पे dependent है. So now this is the question: is this type of state should be permitted only on the basis of कि नहीं life है? We should not take the life, right? Because this is not, dignified death. If someone is on bed for so many times, for so many years, and she has suffering a lot, so this particular state should not be there with anyone. Now, petition was filed in the Supreme Court, and the woman was asking for a passive euthanasia for Aruna Swanborg. वो बोल रही थी कि ये बहुत दिन से प्रोलॉन्ग हो गया है, बेटर है कि हम उसे पैसिव यूथेनेशिया दे दें, बिकॉज पैसिव यूथेनेशिया इनिशियली वाज नॉट लीगल इन इंडिया, इट वाज इलीगल इन इंडिया, राइट? सो सुप्रीम कोर्ट को लगा कि ठीक है, दिस इज अ स्पेशल केस एंड यस, दिस टाइप ऑफ स्टेट शुड नॉट बी प्रोलॉन्ग एंड वन मस्ट हैव द राइट टू डाई ऑल्सो. इफ समवन इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम दिस कंडीशन, one must should have right to die as well, right? So Supreme Court, what did they say? They say, okay, fine, we are allowing passive euthanasia, but it should be allowed only on the consent of, close family members or the friends. इनके consent की basis पे ही होना चाहिए, otherwise हम इसको allow नहीं करेंगे. Now in this case, what is happening? Aruna Swanborg, who was in hospital, who was hospitalized for so many years. Now the nurse were taking care of the lady, Aruna Swanborg, right? Parents were already abandoned her, like कोई support नहीं था family से. So in that case, consent from family was already nullified. They cannot, because they are already not supporting, right? Now, who are the close friends? And this lady who filed the petition, she was also not the friend of that Aruna Swanborg. So she will also not give the consent. Then who will give the consent? The nurses who were taking care of her. जो nurse उनका ध्यान रख रही थी, उन्हीं को फिर consent देना था. But now they said, जो nurses थी, they said कि no, we are not going to, we want her to alive and we are not going to allow the passive euthanasia for her. तो उनको उस टाइम पे अलाउ नहीं किया गया, but 2015 ultimately she died because of pneumonia. Okay, but in this case, Aruna Swanborg case of 2011, Supreme Court allowed passive euthanasia. But later on, the question again arose, right? What was the question? Okay, this was the special case. This could not be with everyone, but there are many other people as well in this country who are suffering the same condition. है ना? वो बहुत सारे लोग कोमा में हैं, बहुत दिनों से कोमा में हैं. So should we allow passive euthanasia for them also? And if we are allowing passive euthanasia for everyone, then should there be a living will? So living will का concept आया. So what is this living will? So एक केस तो आपको याद रखना है 2011 का, in which passive euthanasia was legalized. Now there was second case of Common Cause versus Union of India. In 2018. Okay. So after analyzing so many cases, different cases, बहुत सारे और भी cases हुए थे, उन सबको analyze करने के बाद सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये बोला कि to make this passive euthanasia, more easy, we must have this concept of living will. So what is living will? It's a document. So where you are agreeing that if I am suffering from this type of disease or this type of condition, then my family member or my close members can allow me to have a passive euthanasia. एक तरह का डॉक्यूमेंट है जिसमें कि आप अग्री कर रहे हो कि अगर मेरी कंडीशन ऐसी होती है, then मेरे पेरेंट्स या फिर मेरे फैमिली मेंबर्स they can allow me to have a passive euthanasia if I am not in my consciousness. अगर मैं अपने consciousness में नहीं हूँ, then my family members or my parents can allow this to doctors, है ना, to have passive euthanasia. What is passive euthanasia? कि to withhold the life support. आप life support को हटा रहे हो, right? ये आप allow कर दोगे. Now living will का concept आया in this, but this living will was quite complicated, it has to take, sign from judicial magistrate, then it had, जो member decide करें, the members who will decide whether to give passive euthanasia or not. It should have a team of doctors with having experience of 20 years, and many more complexities were there in this living will. Okay. Now again in 2023, to ease this living will, right, to ease the process of giving living will, Supreme Court again came with certain guidelines. Now again the guidelines were given to ease the process of this living will. Guidelines में यही बोला गया ताकि लोगों को इतनी difficulty ना हो, so that people don't face so much of difficulty while going for passive euthanasia. Now it has to be signed by just a gazetted officer. Now the doctors were also, initially it was written that 20 years should be the experience, but now it has been reduced to 5 years only. Okay, certain more things were done to ease the process to have euthanasia, passive euthanasia. ठीक है ना, तो ये एक बैकग्राउंड मैंने आपको बताया. So Aruna Schoenberg case is very famous. Then Common Cause versus Union of India. Again in this particular year, Common Cause versus Union of India, it was recognized that हमारा क्या है, right? Article 21, it says the right to life with dignity. So it also included right to life along with right to die with dignity in this particular case. कि अगर आप जी रहे हैं, suppose you have the dignity to live life properly, but at the end of the life, if you don't have that dignity, then what is the purpose of dignified life? अगर आपकी death ही अच्छी नहीं हो रही है, तो dignified life का क्या काम है? So again, it is important to have right to life with dignity and right to die with dignity. And again, इसीलिए living will के concept को वहाँ पे और ज़्यादा मिलता है, support मिलता है. Okay, guys? Is this clear? What? Euthanasia is the process of giving lethal dose. तो आप दे सकते हो, हाँ, but legalized human के case में तो नहीं है. अब आप illegally करते हो, that is another thing. But in case of human, it is not legalized. In fact, passive euthanasia को इतने time के बाद मिला है permission. ठीक है ना? तो ये जो पूरा केस था लिविंग विल का, देन राइट टू डाई विथ डिग्निटी, राइट टू लिव विथ डिग्निटी, एंड ऑल दिस केस इज रिलेटेड टू कॉमन कॉज वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया. एंड देन फाइनली टू ईज द एंटायर प्रोसेस वी हैव दिस 2023 का जजमेंट. ठीक है ना? तो दिस वाज द होल बैकग्राउंड व्हिच आई गेव यू. नाउ दिस सेज अ डिग्निफाइड पीसफुल पासिंग इज एवरीवन्स राइट. नाउ दिस पर्टिकुलर आर्टिकल हैज टेकन 2 एग्जांपल्स. ठीक है ना? वन एग्जांपल दे हैव टेकन कि यूएस के प्रेसिडेंट थे Ronald Reagan, the president of US, like he had dementia, and after having prolonged illness of this dementia, he finally died in his house, surrounded by his family members. ठीक है, एक केस ये है. The another case is of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, right? So in India, he died in hospital, and he was in hospital like for last 35 days before dying. and he died in ICU. ठीक है, ICU, all of you know what is the full form of ICU? Intensive care unit. Now this particular article asks questions to all of you, to all of us basically. How would you like to die? आप कैसे मरना चाहेंगे? Would you like to die like with your family members, surrounded by your family members or the loved one inside your house? Or would you like to die in hospital, in ICU alone, without having anyone and so many things injected in your body? So how would you like to die? कैसे मरना चाहेंगे? With family members? देखो, हंसने की बात नहीं है. This article talks about that. जब भी हम मरने की बात करते हैं, whenever we talk about death, everybody takes as, we should not talk about death. This is the ultimate reality. If we have taken birth, we have to die. And this article talks about death literacy, which is not in most of the people in India. Death literacy. Death literacy talks about planning your death. How would you like to die? आप मरना कैसे चाहेंगे? है ना? Like in India, what is happening? You see the case. There's a routinization of ICU. What is happening? What we try to do. अगर हमें पता है that this person is going to die, this family member is going to die, there's no chances that this person is going to be alive or he is going to be come back. And we know that this is the like ultimate reality, that person is going to die. So what we do? We हम जाके उनको ICU में भर्ती करवाते हैं and फिर हम कोशिश करते हैं कि घंटे बढ़ जाए, 1 दिन बढ़ जाए, 2 दिन at least prolong हो जाए. So what is the benefit of it? The person is in ICU, you know that the person is going to die, and you are waiting and you are just asking to prolong the life of the person, even though you are not in contact with that person, you are not talking to that person, you are not doing anything with that person. But what are you asking? You are just asking to prolong the life. Please come fast. हाँ, अब इसी mentality के कारण, please take it fast. So, see, इसी mentality के कारण क्या हो रहा है? There's a huge cost of burden on the patient's family, right? Patient दिन रात भागा दौड़ी कर रहे हैं hospital के बाहर, and ultimately they know that the patient is not going to come back because he is in that vegetative state. He is in that state. ठीक है ना? तो उस state में वो back नहीं हो सकता है. So instead of prolonging his death by admitting him or her in ICU, it's better that you should take that person to home and allow it to have a natural death. Natural death को allow करो instead of doing all these things. Because ultimately it is, burden on yourself also. It's, आप बहुत ज़्यादा mentally exhausted हो जाते हो, financially exhausted हो जाते हो, सब तरफ से हो जाते हो. See, if there is a chance that the person is going to come back to its healthy state, then it is fine that you go for that treatment, go for ICU, go for any type of treatment. But if you know that the person is not going to come back, he's in the vegetative state, which is the state that the person is not going to come back, regain its, physical, mental health properly, then what is the point of prolonging that thing? You're just increasing the suffering of that particular patient. ठीक है ना? So hence this article talks about what? It talks about death literacy, which is lacking in India. हमारे पास वो literacy नहीं है. We don't want to talk about this. है ना? बस हमें लगता है कि नहीं, हमारी mental satisfaction है that we are expending so much of money on our loved and dear ones, so it is satisfying our mind. ठीक है? Now this also talks about, instead of that ICU routinization thing, it's better to have palliative care. Palliative care, right? So what is palliative care? Is the quality of care that you give to the person. एक तो है life support. Life support is you're giving ICU treatment and dialysis, ventilators, all these things. Palliative care is you're taking out the person and you're giving the wholesome care to that person inside the home. आप उसको घर पे ही पूरे अच्छे तरीके से treatment कर रहे हो, उसको एक friendly माहौल दे रहे हो उस patient को, which is much more required as compared to that treatment. पैलिएटिव केयर, उनकी डेथ जो हुई है बेसिकली हॉस्पिटल में हुई है. हॉस्पिटल में हुई है, उनको हार्ट अटैक आया था और काफ़ी लंबे समय तक वो हॉस्पिटल में ही फिर रह गए थे. ठीक है, तो उनकी डेथ ऐसे हुई थी. तो यही क्वेश्चन करता है बेसिकली. इट इज कंपेयरिंग द टू मॉडल्स, इंडिया मॉडल एंड वेस्टर्न मॉडल. वेस्टर्न मॉडल में क्या हो रहा है? पीपल आर नाउ गोइंग फॉर मोर फॉर पैलिएटिव केयर, राइट? व्हेन दे आर नोइंग दैट दिस इज अ वेजिटेटिव स्टेट and our consent is also there that we don't want to live in this particular hospital, but we want to live in our home and die there a natural death. So this is basically comparing. India में क्या होता है? There are two cases, Lama and Dama. Lama is what? Leave or living, leave against medical एडवाइस, ठीक है ना, या फिर DAM में दैट इज डिस्चार्ज अगेंस्ट अ मेडिकल एडवाइस. So in India, most of the people prefer to die in ICU. Like 70% of the people prefer to, not prefer, basically they don't have any choice. So and also the death literacy is not there. So people die in ICU, 70%, right? Rest 30%, they use this, that is leave against medical advice. They are not satisfied with the medical treatment, or they think that we are already exhausted financially, so there's no more point that we will stay in this hospital. So they just leave from the hospital without taking the consent of the doctors. Doctors consent नहीं भी देते हैं, फिर भी आप leave कर लेते हो hospital से. Like either because of your belief that some alternative treatment might help, or because you are financially exhausted, right? So because of that, you take this leave against medical advice or discharged against medical advice. So 30% is following this, but 70% is following what? They prefer to dying in the ICUs. ठीक है ना? जबकि पुणे में एक रिसर्च हुई थी, उसमें 80% लोगों ने बोला कि हम घर में मरना चाहते हैं. ठीक है? So it's important for all of us that we have that, awareness among the people that there's no point in prolonging the death or suffering of a patient. It's better to promote, natural death by having the palliative care. Okay? So this was the article and this was the entire background. I hope you understood the concept.
What's that practical? That's the way.
Yes, sorry. हाँ, yes, we are more emotional than practical. और इमोशनली फिर ज़्यादा वो ड्रेन हो जाता है ना? इमोशनली ज़्यादा हम पैसे खर्च कर देते हैं. एक सोसाइटल प्रेशर भी होता है कि अरे देखो बीमार ही था, हॉस्पिटल से बाहर ले आए, है ना? बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं. हम इसलिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ये कि हम ना लोगों तक ये अवेयरनेस फैलाएं. आप थोड़े से इमोशनल हो, आप तभी भी इमोशनल हो. आप ज़्यादा इमोशनल हो इनफैक्ट, बिकॉज यू आर अलाउइंग योर लव्ड वन, डियर वन, टू डाई विद इन दैट अ गुड एटमोसफेयर, rather than that, कितना अजीब सा हॉस्टाइल इन्वायरमेंट होता है, वहां पे सारे इंजेक्शन आपको लगे हुए हैं, है ना? तो ये पूरा आर्टिकल था इसका. यस.
Was very yes, human but maybe or not something sicky or something about I have a patient who is our low BB recheck for
नहीं, एक्टिव यूथनेशिया का फिर मिसयूज ज्यादा हो सकता है ना?
probably by sign will lose opportunity.
So then go for passive euthanasia. That is promoted only when you have the vegetative state. What is vegetative state? That there's no chance that you will come back to your normal healthy life. It's a prolonged disease, and ultimately you are going to die. So basically cancer का केस हो गया, या फिर और भी सारे जो fourth stage कैंसर के केसेस होते हैं, that is a vegetative state, right? तो active euthanasia तो वैसे भी नहीं, and passive euthanasia is not at all a euthanasia. ये भी क्वेश्चन है. Why? What is euthanasia? It's an act of, it's a practice of taking a life from a person. ठीक है ना? By doing something. आपने कुछ practice किया, तब उस इंसान की जान जा रही है. But in case of passive euthanasia, you see, it's a kind of misnomer. Why it's a misnomer? Because you're not doing anything. You're not injecting anything. आपने बस life support हटाया है. And you're allowing the person to natural death, to have a natural death. Right? So ये भी क्वेश्चन है, ये डिबेटेबल है कि पैसिव यूथनेशिया में एक्चुअली यूथनेशिया है ही नहीं. इट्स अ मिसनोमर, इट्स अ डिल्यूजन. यस विकास प्रहार, बोलिए. You think passive euthanasia is more painful? Why it is more painful? Because that person is not aware of his consciousness. उनको अपने consciousness की awareness ही नहीं है. आपको पता ही नहीं चल रहा है कि आपके साथ क्या हो रहा है, तो आपको ऐसे भी फील नहीं होगा. So that is a complete vegetative state. Okay. So this was the question asked in 2020. To enhance the prospect of social development, sound and adequate healthcare policies are needed, particularly in the field of geriatric and maternal healthcare. So these are the topics which are asked in UPSC, which is related to health. है ना? Health वाले बस टॉपिक से ये सारे क्वेश्चंस आपके आते रहते हैं. Angad, Angad, India mein active euthanasia is not permitted. It is illegal. So there's no concept of doses. In case of passive euthanasia, you are not, you're not removing any doses or you're not injecting any dose. Passive euthanasia is just withholding your life support. आप life support को हटा रहे हो. Ventilator है, dialyzer है, आप उन चीजों को हटा रहे हो. ठीक है ना? That is passive euthanasia. यहाँ पे dose का कोई concept नहीं है. When you know that the person is, he or she is going to die, he is in vegetative state, and the person will not come back to its awareness. So what is geriatric, guys? बताइए क्या है? So basically geriatric it is related to what? Yes, old age. Very good. It is related to old age. Old age people में जो problems होती हैं, जो disease होती हैं, basically they have the issue of memory, है ना? बहुत सारी issues, अल्जाइमर है और भी different types of disease हैं जो especially nervous system को attack करती है. So geriatric is those type of sector that deals with old age people, the disease of old age people. Okay.